For the record, I apologize if my phone like bleep bloops during this video. Literally it just went off because I'm currently in like a very heated discussion with some friends of mine about this assignment that was sprung on us for graduating seniors in our department, and it's like a shit show right now. And I'm a little heated, so I'm gonna transfer all of this energy into this video right now. So yeah, let's do it. Hi guys, my name is Lacey, a speaker with some fat hips, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be giving you my, what month are we in? April favorites, actually on time today. That never happens. Normally I combine my favorites and my empties into one video, but I'm actually probably going to have to split them up this month because I have a lot of favorites, and surprisingly I got a lot of empties. So we're going to start with the favorites because that's the fun stuff. Some of these might surprise you. A lot of the stuff I haven't mentioned at all on my channel in any other videos. I think there's like one thing that might come as no surprise. But like, yeah, I got like a lot of good stuff this month, and a lot of it is skincare based. This month the Sephora VIB sale happened. I only like slightly took advantage of that. More so, I took advantage of the Ulta 20% coupon that went out to Platinum and Diamond members, because I'm really in the market for like skincare and establishing a clear-cut skincare routine. So that's a lot of what my favorites are, along with like some old makeup favorites. I did a little bit of like shop my stash-ing this month because I feel like I've accumulated so much new stuff and I don't want to neglect the older stuff. So yeah, no more explanation needed. We're just going to get into it. Think I'm going to start with the skincare and then go into the makeup. This is my first monthly favorite, and this is a face cleanser. This is the Soap & Glory Peaches and Clean 4-in-1 Wash Off Deep Cleansing Milk. Just want to start off, Soap & Glory is one of those brands that is considered like a gray area cruelty-free brand, and the reason I say that is they do not test on animals. They don't have any of their suppliers test on animals. They don't sell in China. They meet all those check marks that a lot of people look for who are cruelty-free. The reason why a lot of blogs consider Soap & Glory not to be cruelty-free is because they kind of have this like cryptic message on their website regarding animal testing that states something like, we cannot guarantee that any ingredient ever in the history of time has never been tested on an animal, which is factually true. Pretty much every ingredient ever that we have on our faces at one point historically has been tested on animals. So while they're 100% correct in stating that, I don't get why they state that. So I'm going to consider Soap & Glory to be a cruelty-free brand based on the fact that they meet all of those checklists, regardless of if they want to put that message up on their website or not. You do your own research, make your own cruelty-free decisions. I'm not here to preach that at you. I will tell you I love this cleanser. So basically, I had a skin epiphany in the month of April. I've always had oily skin my entire life, and then I thought my skin was changing because of the winter, but it's now April and I still have extremely dry skin. And weirder than that, I was getting very bad breakouts, specifically on like my forehead and a little bit on my cheeks, all the time, regardless of what I did. At first I thought it was my diet. I have since switched to a very plant-based diet, and I was still breaking out like that. I thought it was primers that I was using. I would stop using them. Still happening. I thought it was not washing my face too much, blah, blah. Upon doing some research, I kind of pinpointed that I have dehydrated skin. What dehydrated skin means is that I'm basically stripping my skin so much of its natural oils that my skin is like freaking out and causing itself to break out, on top of being so ungodly dry. Getting back to the cleanser, one of the things that I stopped doing is washing my face twice a day, which sounds like gross, Lacey, but I use this in the morning, and at night I use an oil-based cleanser to take off my makeup. Just use some water and a washcloth to get off any excess, and then go in with a toner that I'll talk about in a second. But this is the cleanser I use in the morning, and it's super gentle. It does not make my skin feel stripped at all, and if you have dry skin, I highly, highly recommend this. I will say the Peaches and Clean name is a little bullshit because it does not smell like peaches to me. If anything, it's a little minty. It does make your skin feel a little tingly, but it's so super nice. I know it's very thick and it kind of feels a little lotiony, and if you have oily skin, you are going to hate this because you might not feel clean enough. But if you struggle with that like too tight skin feeling after you clean where you just feel so overly stripped, I would definitely give this a try. They sell it at Ulta and Target. I love this a lot. This has really helped my skin out a lot. I can notice a difference between not washing my face twice a day, because I had read articles that suggested cutting out washing your face altogether and just using something that's heavier and not as stripping really has helped me so much. My face has stopped breaking out so much, and I think that's due to this and a couple other things I'm going to talk about. But yeah, Soap and Glory, I love their products. In conjunction with that, I got a new toner. I think I had mentioned a while ago that I was looking for an alcohol-free toner. During the Ulta sale, I scooped up a bunch of Mario Badescu skincare. For the longest time, I didn't think that this brand was cruelty-free. Apparently it is, according to the internet. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But I picked up the Aloe and Vera toner, which is alcohol-free as well as fragrance-free, and it's specifically designed for hydrating post-cleanse boost, for a hydrating post-cleanse boost for dry and sensitive skin. I definitely immediately, like overnight, noticed a difference when I switched my toner to this. So I still have a very heavy alcohol-based toner that I'm kind of keeping in my cabinet for if my skin reverts back to being more oily, especially this summer. But for now, I love this. After, like I said, I cleanse my makeup just with like a cotton round and a little bit of this. I'll go in and just pat my face, and I feel clean, and I don't get that horrible, like I said, that tightening, overstripped Sahara Desert dry feeling. I think this does a really good job as advertised. And also, I've been using it all month, and I've barely put a dent into it because you really don't need a lot. And I really like this. Also, in conjunction with one last thing I'm going to talk about. This is the last thing that I really feel like has been a miracle for my newly dry skin. This is the Julep Booster Radiance Reparative Rosehip Seed Facial Oil. For years, I was terrified to add an oil to my skincare routine because, one, I figured I was oily, it would just make it worse, and two, I thought it would break me out. This has done literally the exact opposite. My face has 100% cleared up the second I started using this. Like, overnight difference. This is like magic in a bottle. I'm going to forever be loyal to this product. Again, got this at the Ulta 20% off sale. It's a little pricey, but it had rave reviews, and I figured it was worth trying because I love that julep cleansing oil that I had talked about last month. This literally feels like a godsend. Like, and if there's a day where I don't do this at night and the next morning, I will immediately notice a difference that I did not use this. Like, this works so well. This is so hydrating, and it's been just making the texture of my skin so much better and so much softer. Makeup has been applying so much better. And like I said, those intense breakouts that came with my skin being dehydrated have 100% cleared up. So if you're struggling with dry skin and breakouts, I would suggest maybe looking into this because, again, I've been using it all month. You could barely tell because you don't need a lot of this. And I do, after I've cleansed and toned, I'll put like one pump of this all over my face. I'll do my eye cream. I'll put on like a heavy duty moisturizer, and I'm good to go in the morning. My skin feels so good. I am so loyal to this product. Oh my God. I love this so much. This next thing isn't really skincare related, but I guess kind of is. I probably could have thrown this in with makeup, but whatever. This is the Ofra Makeup Fixer Light Mist Setting Spray, whatever. Holds blush, eyeshadows, foundations, and concealers. It's a setting spray. I picked this up because of a video that Lauren May Beauty had done where she compared the price points and the values of all different setting sprays across all different boards, like high-end to drugstore pricing. And I believe it's part of a series, her Makeup Math series. I'll link it down below. It's wonderful. And you get a crap ton of product in this for a very, in my opinion, affordable amount. I believe this is $16 for 8 ounces. I was using the Makeup Revolution oil control fixing spray, which I'm still going through right now because I don't want to abandon it completely. I need to use it, and I still like it, but price per ounce wise, this is such a better deal, and I think this does a fine job. I said before, I haven't found any setting spray that I feel like is revolutionarily better than any other, maybe slightly better, maybe somewhat noticeably better, but never like, holy shit, throw out all other setting sprays. This just does fine, and it has a great mister. And the mister is what gets me on most setting sprays. For the price, can't beat it. I said I wasn't going to buy backups this year. I said it was one of my goals. I did buy a backup of this during the 20% off sale. I'm sorry, it was just so good, and it's such a good price, and you get so much product. Again, using it all month, you would never be able to tell. Love it. And then finally, my last little skincare-esque thing. This is the one thing I got at the Sephora VIB sale. Go me for extravagant savings. I think I saved like $2. This is the Bite Beauty Agave Lip Mask. I had gotten the sample as my birthday gift from Sephora, and I loved it so much, and so many people had hyped it and said that this is like life-changing. I would have to heavily agree that it's life-changing. I put this on every night before I go to bed, and every morning when I wake up, there's still a significant amount of it on, and this does an amazing, amazing job. Again, it might sound like I'm exaggerating, but I noticed a difference right away, and especially as someone who wears liquid lipsticks every single day, this was a needed accessory in my life. I forget where I read to do this. Maybe one of you guys had suggested this to me. I don't know. I'll put this on in the morning, wake up, kind of wipe it off, use a lip scrub to get like any of the excess anything off, and then my lips are good to go for the rest of the day. This, and also you don't need a lot. So again, using it for like a month. Maybe not a month, but whenever the first VIB coupon ended, and I feel like I've barely used any. So I'm hoping this lasts me a while. This is good shit. I'm definitely going to keep repurchasing this once it's out. Also kind of interested in the maple flavored one. I don't know. And with that, I'm going to move on to makeup, starting with 2 makeup brushes. This one specifically is the one I want to talk about. This is an angled Morphe brush, believe it or not, and this is the Morphe S6. This is the brush that I gave to Anthony to do his brows with in my, in my swapping makeup routines with my best friend video. And I have since fallen in love with this brush. I kind of gave it to him as a brush that I never really reached for. And then cleaning it and putting it away, I thought that I would try using it. I love this because of how razor thin the edges are. I'm sure you probably can't tell on camera how absolutely, maybe if I do this. This is stupid. I love this for doing my brows. Oh my god. I do use a dip brow. Maybe not having the best brow day today because I was more focused on this glitter fiasco. But I've noticed what a difference having such a razor thin brush can make for doing your brows better. Oh my god. I've loved my brows every single day that I've done this. Don't love my brows today, probably because I didn't use this brush. But I also noticed in my collection I had something so similar. This is a BH Cosmetics brush. It came with their metallic pink set, which I will link down below. So you can't get this by yourself. You can only get it with a bunch of other brushes. But they're pretty close dupes. This one is dirty because I used it to apply a shit ton of glitter on my face today. But like I said, they're both razor thin, and that thinness has made such a difference in my eyebrows. And I love these. I love every product that I'm mentioning. Why do I have to end every little product segment with I love this? You guys know something I've been using pretty much in every video and also just every day of makeup wearing. This is the NYX Sweet Cheeks Blush Palette. I've had this in my collection for a long time, and I've heard so many other people rave about this as a favorite for a long time, but for whatever reason, I just never gravitated towards it, even having owned it. I think because I don't reach for blush palettes that much, but for whatever reason, I just decided to pick it up this month. I really like this. I love the texture of these blushes. They're pretty pigmented, which I know a lot of people don't like a heavy pigmented blush. I do like a heavy pigmented blush because I like pigmented everything. And I like blush palettes for for mixing basically. If I want an orangey neutral shade, I can create that. If I like this pink shade but maybe I want to tone it down a notch, I can do that. If I want to make it a little bit more glowy, I have the option to add these 2 highlighty shades. I've just been reaching for this literally every day. I think it's convenient. I think you get a lot of options. I think it's a good price. All around a good buy. Now I have blush on me, but that's fine. Something else that I had not really been that excited about and then got really excited about this month is the Too Faced I don't even know what this is called because it's not listed on the packaging. Now I'm gonna have to look it up. Okay, I had to look up the name because, like I said, it wasn't listed on the packaging. This is the Too Faced Diamond Light Multi-Use Highlighter, which I was going to call it the Diamond Highlighter anyway, so I should have just went with it. This is the highlighter that came out along the same time they released the Too Faced Chocolate Bar, or Gold Chocolate Bar palette rather, where they were doing that whole like gold gemstone thing. This is a really interesting blush because every single blush is, oh my god, not working with the lighting. Every single blush is uniquely hand poured, so you get different combinations of all the different colors that are swirled in this blush. So there's greens, there's pinks, there's blues, and it all has like a white base. And supposedly everyone's is unique, like every different highlighter is unique the same way that a diamond would be. I have some feelings about real diamonds, but this is not the video for that. I don't know why. I got this and I was excited about it and then I put it away and then probably because I buy too much makeup and then I just dug it out again and now I'm obsessed with this highlighter and I don't use obsessed lightly the way that beauty gurus do. The reason I like this so much is that this is such a pretty opalescent highlighter. If you don't know what an opal is, it's a gemstone with a very distinctive light reflecting pattern and I feel like this mimics the pattern of an opal very, very well. Mine, because it doesn't have too much blue in it, kind of just has a pretty pink sheen to it, but it's not to the extent of like that Laura Geller Diamond Dust highlighter is that I love so much. It's not overly pink. It's very, very subtle. At least mine is. And it makes you feel like a pearl. It makes you feel like an opal. It really just has such a unique shine. And I've been really into pink this month, and it's been going really well with a lot of pink looks, and it's so pretty. It's so pretty. It's not overly blinding. I think if you're new or afraid of like pink shifting highlighters or color shifting highlighters in general, this could be a very user-friendly highlighter for you. It is a baked formula, but it's not as intense as you would think a traditionally baked highlighter is going to be. It's just very soft and pretty. And I like mine a lot. And it's like the packaging is fucking amazing. If I was going to make a video on makeup packaging that I loved, this would be in it for sure. It's a little hard to store, but it's so gorgeous. It's one of those things you could definitely leave on your vanity and like people would be so impressed when you walked in. Like, will you marry me? Monthly favorites? It's a pretty highlighter. I apologize for my outburst. I have two eyeshadow palettes, which shocks no one. I'm going to start with the not shocking pick and end with the shocking pick. Probably not shocking to anyone at all. Like I said, it's the Strobe Cosmetics Creepy Cute palette. Oh my god. I didn't know, like, this is kind of sad to say. Oh, I can fold it this way. This is kind of sad to say, but like, I think I said this in the review. This makes me feel inspired by makeup again. I feel like I've become numb to a lot of makeup releases, and while things can be pretty and enticing and make me want to buy it, so much is just redundant and overdone, and this is something that is so unique and so pretty and so different and such a breath of fresh air. Not to mention, it's creepy cute, and I'm creepy cute, so I just feel a special bond with it for that reason. But like I said in my review video, I'm not going to talk too much about it because you can find that up there. This is just an incredibly pigmented palette. I feel like pastels should not be this pigmented, so I don't know what you're doing, Strobe Cosmetics, but keep doing it. These are just fun. I love these blues and greens. Even this pink, at first I wasn't sold on. Now I'm obsessed with it, especially in the inner corner. I love that they included a gray and a black. I feel like this is just, it's a great palette. It's, to me, one of my best palettes that I own. I imagine if I keep doing YouTube until the end of the year, which I plan to, this will be in my like favorites of 2018 video because I think this is incredible. I wouldn't change a thing about it. And like I said in my review, the formula is so unique and so dense, and I think that's what leads to the pigmentation, because what you get in the pan is what you're going to get on your eye, and exactly where you place the color is where it's going to stick. And I just think that it's such a cool product, and I hope that Strobe does more matte palettes. I know their thing is metallic singles, and they're currently reformulating all their singles. I would love to try more of their products because this really has like exceeded any expectation I could have. But just given how unique and awesome this formula is, like I said, I hope they come out with more mattes because this is like perfection in my eyes. And finally, this is really shocking that I love this so much. This is the Too Faced. I actually think this is called A Girl's Best Friend eyeshadow palette, but everyone refers to it as the Clover palette. Probably because it says Clover and it's based on Jared's dog Clover. I really love this palette. And that shocks me, believe me. So I had kind of pulled this palette out of my collection because I had kind of heard people talking about it again on YouTube. And I kind of remember being like, oh, I bought that. And I don't remember being overly impressed by it. So I kind of just put it away. I want to dig it back out again. And this is absolutely incredible. I don't know why more people aren't talking about this. I think because it's very popular to shit talk Too Faced, myself included, one of my first videos. And no, my very first video is quite literally critiquing Too Faced, so I get it. They have very hit or miss products. I will say I think this product is a hit. I think this is a really, really, really good palette. You could argue that it's definitely a pop palette where it has this pop of blue and a green and a purple, and it's mostly a neutrals palette after that, which is why I think if you're scared of color but you want to get into color, or you're new to color or something like that, this would be a palette that I really recommend to you. And it's just, I think it's a really well thought out, good quality palette. I think it's a lot better quality than some of their other Too Faced palettes that I've gotten over the years. I used this palette to create like a work appropriate look when I had to go to the office to do paperwork a little while ago, and like I can see myself reaching for this a lot this summer because while I am allowed to do whatever I want makeup wise at work, it's in my best interest to not, since I am working in government. But yeah, let me do a couple swatches because I don't know if anyone believes me when I say this is a good palette. These are just some matte shades. These perform really well. This reminds me of like when I first got the original chocolate bar palette and how excited I was for that palette. Like, these blend beautifully. I don't have any issues with pigmentation. Some metallics. I now have eyeshadow all over me. Some metallics. I just feel like this is a really good palette. I'm just gonna call it like I see it. I can understand being turned off by the cutesy packaging. I can understand being turned off to the fact that it was for his dog. I can understand being turned off by Too Faced in general. But really, if you're interested in this palette and you feel like some of the crap talking has gotten to you, maybe consider it. I know it's a $50 palette, so there's that. But I just like, this doesn't disappoint me at all. This is really impressive for Too Faced in my opinion. And especially if you like animals, because I do know that this whole collection was created to celebrate that they donate to animal charities every year. Or if you're into the cutesy thing, I don't think it's horribly overdone. It's not too in your face. I mean, okay, I lied. Maybe the yes on the dog's ass is a little fucking obnoxious. But I like this. Like I said, this is going to be a go-to work palette for me. And surprised me too. Surprised me too. And with that, as I am now covered in eyeshadow, I am concluding my favorites video. Like I said, normally I would put my empties in here too, but I just had too much stuff to talk about and I don't want to force you to keep sitting through 40-minute videos, so we're just going to break it up this month. What were your favorites this month? Please let me know down below. I love talking to you guys. You know that. I try my hardest to respond to every single comment that I can. Please like and subscribe if you've liked this video and you have not already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys! Oh my god, I almost forgot I got a new squishy. It's a pink ice cream cone.